Jimmy, just give me your breakdown of what you saw this afternoon.
Probably not a lot to break down, to be perfectly honest. It was a poor game, really poor game, not a great advert at all, really. Miss a unbelievable chance in the first minute or so, and I think it's one of them again where we score in the first minute. I think the game changes massively. But I thought, like I say, I thought it was a really poor game. No real quality on show either side, and fair play to them because they've come here, they've made it difficult, really difficult for us. Scored obviously in the first half, and then second half just they made it really difficult for us to break them down, and we resorted to some different style, different everything, and just wasn't good enough on the day. But I'll be honest, I just don't think we were at the races. One of those.
As you just mentioned, you weren't sort of at the races, but what can you break down where it sort of went wrong for us this afternoon?
I'll start with myself. Of course, I'll look at a few things and the setup and different things like that. Of course, I'll do that. I think the frustrating thing for me really is you're going to have days like today, especially at home. We're going to have days like this, and I think it was similar to Biggleswade, where Biggleswade went one up as well, and then obviously made it difficult for us to break them down. And then the game becomes really there's a bit of needle in the game, but the needle was needless. Sounds a bit stupid of me to say, but there was no need for it. I thought the officiating today was as poor as I've seen it. And then what then happens is it starts to boil over, and it's over absolutely nothing. And I'm not making excuses for our performance, but again, it kind of summed up the day really, where we weren't at the races, we couldn't get going. The referee let loads go early on, and then had to start pulling it back. And for me, didn't deal with situations, which meant the game broke up a hell of a lot. We couldn't get any momentum going, and yeah, just one of them frustrating 1-0 home losses, I think.
You went in at half-time, obviously they just scored just pretty much on the half-time whistle. What did you try and change in the second half to sort of try and get back into the contest?
Well, I made the 2 changes at half-time. I just felt as if we were lacking a bit of, we needed to be a little bit more direct on the sides, not so much with our game style, but just on the sides, and obviously Dylan's pace. I wanted to try and stretch their back line and keep them penned in. Not a massive amount, I say not a massive amount. There was probably little bits that needed changing, but we had to stay patient and think really. I think we started the game really well. Sweeney nearly got in 2 or 3 times in behind, and you're thinking it's going to be a good day for us, and end up 1-0 down again. And look, at that point, we've just got to find ways to break teams down when they do sit in, because it is tough.
And just moving on to the next game, obviously it's the FA Cup at the weekend. You got Anstey Nomads. What sort of things we were looking for, and what sort of reaction do you sort of want from the boys now?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously we'll need a reaction, probably across the board, really. I expect another game similar to this. Banbury did really well at, like I say, working the official and slowing the game down, and the dark arts, which credit to them, because away from home, especially at this level, you have to be able to do that. And I expect the same against Saturday. So I just said, the final thing I said, just moving forwards, is Saturday is going to be very similar, I would expect. So the boys have got to learn quickly from today, on that side of the game, and then we've got to show our quality.